And welcome back. As you can tell, the update shows that I decided to go first. And these are some of my favorite Evil Eye games out there. See, we start with our usual combo. Zerazel into Unleashed. Unleashed, send away our two favorites. Get a Celine. Now, instead of sacking Celine, we sack Gorgenio. I mean, we don't sack Gorgenio, what am I talking about? We get mesmerization off of that, and then we set everything. This means that as long as they don't have Harpy's Feather Duster, we're fine. That's a Harpy's Feather Duster. Well, we're still fine. Retribution doesn't manage to negate one of these. Lucky for us, that also counts for an extra buff, and we are now facing off against heroes. As you can tell, we can't tell much from a Harpy's Feather Duster, so let us see what they can do. Heroes doing heroes thing, linking off into Cross Crusader. Thankfully, we can now destroy this hero, make sure that they can't do anything with it. I'm not letting them link off or be able to fusion summon like this, screw that. And with that, we get an extra buff. They have Miracle Fusion, we are currently in a bad spot. They had Sunrise, and we're looking at it like, well, I can't steal that. And then they had Destiny Fusion, which means that they had everything in their hand from the get-go. With DPE on the field, we have a small problem here. Our attack went down by a lot, but thankfully we have Evil Eye Defeat to bounce everything back. With DPE on the field, they tried to do that, and we are going to Forbidden Droplet to make sure that they can't get this effect off. I only needed to negate DPE, the other two I don't care enough about. They are sent back, and now we are left with just one monster on the field until Denier comes back. And their last card is Polly. Guess what? I didn't expect that, did you? They fusion away all the materials back for DPE, and now we have a bigger problem, which is DPE is back on the field. Thankfully, we have a way to link summon right now. We go off and we link summon away. We're getting Zerazel. With this, we use Unleashed effect. Thankfully, DPE is only once per turn. Unfortunately, they do have Malicious in the graveyard, but thankfully we can pop DPE ourselves. This way, DPE does come back next turn, but we are able to capitalize on it much more. And now we have to begin a long game. We have to figure out ways to negate their pops and make sure that they can't do anything about it. DPE does come back. Now they're just waiting for the best timing to get rid of us. We have to make sure that they can't do anything. We want to make sure our Evil Eye Celine isn't going to do anything. We want to kill them before they can take out our monster. So we pop their DPE. They pop Malicious and Celine, that's fine by me. DPE will be coming back next turn, but let us see what happens next turn. This turn we'll be getting Celine back and making sure we can use it. Send a Celine down, and we are XC summoning. There's a backup engine in this game, in this deck. We go into Virtual World Jaja. Of course, this could be any rank 3. And then we go on to attack. As many of you would probably know, we are going to XC summon into a Downward Magician. And then we're going off into the one, the only Zeus! Zeus is such a vital part of this duel specifically. He rarely comes up in many other duels, but in this one he is essential. DPE comes back, we try to take it, he tries to pop it, and we say you can't pop anything if there's nothing on the field, and you can't come back because you weren't destroyed. You were sent. And with that being sent, He has no way to stop us now, other than with our favorite hero. This is why we have a second one. As soon as he has that hero out into his hand, we gotta start looking for ways around it. He starts getting other cards back. With that, he can send one monster from the deck to the graveyard. With that, he can start sending other cards from his deck to his hand. XC summon. I'll wait for the perfect timing. Any earlier and we got a problem. Wonder Driver comes out. Now we snatch him away. Send him to the graveyard. Who needs him? It's my turn. Battle. Heal him. I'd say that was a pretty fun game 1. Welcome game 2. Game 2 is slightly different from game 1 because, well, that's not heroes. As you can tell, we started with our typical shenanigans. The Razel into Unleash. We equip Celine. Unleash, send our 2 other favorite monsters and spell cards into the graveyard. Collect Celine. Celine effect. Make sure we get a little bit of a buffer this time. Send Celine away. We get Retribution. Set 2, pass. You have 2 other ways to get around stuff, but in case there's a lightning storm or something, I'd much rather not get rid of anything. Hey, look at that, that's Dogmatica. No. I still don't know the proper place to Ash Blossom this card, this deck, because I know it's Dogmatica Albaz, and then they send out a fairy monster, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? They try to do that, I will call by the card to make sure they can't do anything. Called by activates. We send it away, making sure our Celine is safe and sound. I'd like to have that monster. It's Makonko, apparently. Makonko is a weird deck, and they can be very problematic if you let them go off. That is the problem. Good news, they didn't equip that to us, they equipped it to themselves. It was my mistake for letting this go off in the first place, because now this makes this deck a lot harder to deal with. We Retribution this card. I still don't know what it does. With that, we gain some more attack points, and that will become detrimental to us right now. The good news, we have Repose. Repose is able to let us get some stuff back. We will be sending this card, getting our little card back, going into Cerezel. Cerezel's definitely my favorite one of the 2. Use Unleashed effect, get Celine. Use Cerezel effect, destroy their set card, it was the trap that they searched, and we move on. Now here's the good news, they put in a zone that I can negate for. This means I negated a lot. We will banish Cerezel, he's done his job. Hey, look, he's back. Say hi to my favorite guy. We're gonna be getting a second Celine for him. So he's banishing a different one because Gorgenio will be our Celine of choice. As Gorgenio does equal the difference between our life points, this will hurt a lot. And since the effect was negated due to our Cerezel's effect, we can now hit Makonko for everything they got, and they're gonna try a special summon. And I'm gonna destroy it. It's not equipped with a equip spell, so like it doesn't matter. This is probably the worst hand I've ever seen, and it's against Pearly, which means that this is a miracle here. We start by activating Ash Blossom Max C, and because they don't do anything, we are able to pop off here, unless they stop right now. Let us see what they do. Oh, they continue playing. Oh, we may be able to pop off. And they refill our hand. They may even give me something to actually do on my turn. They go on, they do their pearly things. I still don't remember what any of these do, but they do start XC summoning, which does start scaring me. Pearly comes out, and then they equip that spell to it. I get to draw one. Celine is here, that's nice. I would prefer a different card, but I guess this'll do. Once we gain our 1000 life points, and it is our turn. We have officially one of the worst hands ever, but this should help us. We get Celine into our hand, dump our Yugioh and our monster of choice. Yugioh effect goes off, we dump a Celine that we don't need. They go off and try to steal our Celine and our Unleashed. That is fine by me because I don't need the other one. I already have one in my hand that they don't know about. We search Paradolia. Paradolia will get us our Cerazel, and Cerazel will get us whatever else we need. Ah, Retribution, the perfection. We show them our other Cerazel. We pop the back row to make sure that they can't do anything with it. They use it anyway, which makes me very scared. Now they have no war out. I have a small problem. I can't get over the 6 material, as a matter of fact. The 6 material is part of the reason why I'm struggling here, because I can't read. I always read the 7 stars as 6 material, and I'm just like, what the hell's wrong? Good news, we do have ways around this. It just involves forcing them to use it. The first Cerazel, second, we banish this card. With that done, we should be able to do a bit more. We pop whatever we banished anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. Since I decided to be dumb and hit myself for 2000 thinking that they'd use their effect, they go on and start doing more combos, and I'm looking at this being like, what the hell's wrong with you? Well, we're gonna use Retribution now since they only have one other card in hand, and I'm assuming that's a monster up there. Let that go to the graveyard. I'm fine with that. Oh, god damn it. I have another one. Thankfully that can't be destroyed, but unfortunately they do get to go into E Pearly again. Happiness is coming out. And you can say, I'm not very happy right now. We will be trying to bounce both. Unfortunately, the second one does not go through because they still are under a good effect. They go off, try to send this card away for some reason. I say nay. I will also be trying to pop their monster because it's about time, and then they'll go for it again. And for some reason, they send back Celine. You never send back Celine. If you're returning something to the bottom of the deck, send back the monster it's equipped to, please. It's so much easier that way. Alright, so with that, we will be getting out Yugioh. Not Yugioh, Gorgon. We use Unleashed effect, equip it with the equip spell, and then they surrender. I had no other plays. I have zero idea what I was drawing that turn. I could have failed and they could have popped off. Alright, it's time for that final duel. We're going first. This is an evil eye. Yes, I have started switching to a new and very bad version of Rescue Ace. I actually really like the way this deck works, so we will start using Rescue Ace Hydrant. Hydrant gets immediately Ash Blossom, that is fine. Rescue Ace Hydrant on the field alone is really good. We will be using Alert to grab whatever card we want from their deck to our hand. You can probably guess what it is. Turbulence is coming out. With Turbulence out and Hydrant negated, that is fine by me. And we'll be using I believe that's Preventer, I don't remember. We'll be using Preventer, setting 1 and passing. This allows us to not only Book of Moon one monster, it also allows us to destroy one. Speaking of which, we will be Book of Mooning that one. They set 4 because somehow they drew 4 back row and then passing. We will be moving on, and I will start by using Hydrant. Hydrant will be getting us Airlifter. Airlifter will be starting off our major combos. Airlifter will be going normal summon followed by Fire Hydrant. Fire Hydrant is a really good extender. Airlifter will be getting us our HQ. HQ is nice and all. We set Hydrant to make sure nothing happens to it. We use HQ and then we go on. This is before I have Prometheus Queen, the Prometheus one, because I did not have Prometheus at the time. So I didn't have a way to really link off into fire monsters. Good news, we still normal summon Turbulence, so we were able to set 3 back row, one of which is more just a I kill button. They go off to do their memento plays, I go off and use Impulse to special summon another monster. They use Called by the Grave. I'm fine with this, honestly. Not fine enough with it, though. I decided to special summon it out to... Looking back on it, I'm fine with it, I don't care. Right now, at the moment I said I want this effect to go through, so we'll be using it. Which is really funny. Because I believe it still works, yes. You still get to special summon one monster, that's a machine. We popped. They went on and started summoning again. And I say, nay. Even if you wanted Diffusion summon, you're not allowed. Contain with Hydrant on the field makes you unable to fusion. They destroyed Turbulence, and I said, okay. I can get it back, I guess. Airlifter is the perfect card to get it back, if it wasn't for the fact that we had other ones. So we decided to get the other one, and they surrendered. These were very fun games, but I'm starting to pivot to Rescue Ace because it's a lot more fun.